Most cruise passengers get charged extra before spending a single dollar on board. That charge is $15 to $20 per person, per day. That charge shows up automatically. Most first-time cruisers never see it coming. It's only the first of 7 spending mistakes on almost every cruise. This video breaks down all 7 mistakes. It also covers how to actually stay in control of the number. Most of these mistakes trace back to one thing. Nothing about onboard spending feels like real money in the moment. Number 1. Not understanding the daily automatic gratuity charge. Nearly every cruise line adds a daily gratuity charge automatically. That charge goes straight to your onboard account. It covers cabin stewards, dining staff, and other crew. Those crew rarely interact with guests directly. Wait staff and specialty crew sometimes fall under a separate charge. Check your specific cruise line's breakdown for exact details. It applies per person per day for the entire cruise. A 7-night cruise for 2 can add hundreds of dollars. That's on top of the cruise fare itself. This single line item surprises more first-time cruisers than any other. Knowing the number ahead of time removes that surprise entirely. Passengers who budget only for the fare get surprised by this. Check your cruise line's current daily gratuity rate before you sail. Rates typically range between $15 and $25 daily. Kids often get charged the same adult rate on most ships. Confirm the child rate, specifically if traveling with a family. That rate changes periodically. A number from a friend's cruise last year may be outdated. Some lines charge a slightly higher rate for suite guests. You can usually prepay the gratuity before you even board. Prepaying spreads the cost into your original deposit instead. That makes the final bill less a surprise. Number 2. Removing gratuities without understanding where they go. Guest services can usually remove the automatic gratuity if you ask. Doing that creates a real problem for crew. Guest services staff notice these requests more than passengers realize. A quiet word with your steward often resolves small concerns instead. Many cabin stewards earn a large share of income from this charge. Dining staff rely on it too. Some crew members send most of that income home to family. Understanding that context changes how the fee feels to most travelers. Remove it entirely. Tip in cash instead. Crew often end up receiving less overall this way. If the daily rate feels high, adjust your expectations before the cruise. Don't remove the charge once you're already on board. Removing it midway through a cruise creates real friction with staff. Deciding ahead of time avoids that friction entirely. Budgeting for it from the start avoids an awkward conversation later. Your base fare rarely changes no matter what you decide here. The gratuity charge sits completely separate from that base price. Crew salaries were structured around this pooled system years ago. Removing it doesn't lower the fare you already agreed to pay. Number 3. Not tracking the onboard account. Every purchase gets charged to an account linked to your room key. There's no cash changing hands at the bar or the spa. That includes the shop too. Spending feels weightless in the moment because of this. That weightlessness is exactly why final bills shock passengers. A $5 drink here barely registers in the moment. 10 of those add up faster than most people expect. Most cruise lines let you check your balance through the ship's app. A kiosk near guest services works too. Some ships even send a daily spending summary to your cabin TV. Glance at that summary each evening before heading to dinner. Check that balance every 2 or 3 days. Catch unexpected charges while there's still time to ask about them. Waiting even one extra day narrows your window to fix an error. Building this into a routine takes only a minute or 2. Waiting until the last morning is how these surprises happen. Some ships display charges in a different currency by default. That currency mismatch confuses plenty of first-time cruisers. Switch the display setting to your home currency early on. That one setting change makes tracking spending far easier. Number 4. Assuming the drink package covers everything. Most drink packages cover a wide range of beverages. They rarely cover every single item on every menu. Premium wines and top-shelf liquor often cost extra. Specialty coffee drinks often carry an extra charge too. Frozen cocktails at pool bars sometimes fall outside standard packages. Check the menu symbol next to each drink before ordering. That extra charge applies even though you already paid for package. Passengers who assume it means unlimited everything get surprised by receipts. Ask your server if a drink falls inside the package. Do this before ordering it. This one question takes about 5 seconds to ask. Most servers answer it without hesitation once you ask directly. That one question avoids small surprise charges all week long. Package terms usually list excluded items in the fine print. Read that list once at the start of the cruise. Ordering 2 drinks quickly to dodge a limit rarely works either. Bartenders track package usage through your linked room card. Number 5. Forgetting specialty dining adds its own gratuity. Specialty restaurants usually charge a cover fee for the reservation. That fee sits on top of your cruise fare. Many passengers forget a gratuity often gets added to that fee. That extra percentage rarely gets mentioned when you make the reservation. Ask the exact total, gratuity included, before you confirm the booking. A $25 cover fee can quietly become $30. Check the final total before confirming a specialty reservation. Don't just check the advertised cover charge. A quick call to guest services confirms the real number fast. That call takes less time than reading the full menu. That advertised number rarely matches what lands on your account. Children's menus at specialty venues often carry the same gratuity. Parents booking a family dinner sometimes miss that detail entirely. Cover charges also vary between different specialty venues on board. A steakhouse and a sushi bar rarely charge the same fee. Number 6. Buying onboard package deals without comparing prices. Casino chip bundles get marketed heavily once you're already on board. Spa day passes and photo packages get the same treatment. Staff pitching these deals work partly on commission. That's not a reason to distrust every offer automatically. It is a reason to compare before saying yes. These packages are priced for a captive audience. There's nowhere else on board to shop around. Comparing prices isn't an option either. A package that looks like a deal can cost more overall. Buying items individually can actually be cheaper. Take a few minutes to calculate the per item cost first. Do the math before the pitch even finishes, not after. A phone calculator makes this comparison quick and painless. Walk away first. Think it over before committing. That rarely costs you the deal despite what the pitch implies. Final day sales often push extra pressure on the passengers. Deals framed as expiring at disembarkation rarely actually do. Most spa and photo deals stay available until the last hour. Slow down instead of deciding in the moment you're pitched. Number 7. Not reviewing the final bill before disembarkation. Your final account statement usually arrives the night before disembarkation. Most passengers glance at the total. Then they move on. They skip checking individual line items. That habit is exactly how small mistakes slip through unnoticed. A 5-minute review habit prevents almost every one of these. Billing errors do happen on cruise ships. That includes duplicate charges or charges meant for another cabin. A charge from a canceled spa appointment sometimes lingers by mistake. Ask guest services to walk through each unfamiliar line item. Reviewing that statement line by line takes only a few minutes. It can catch a real mistake before checkout. Guest services can usually correct an error on the spot. Catch it before you disembark, not after. Waiting until you're home makes a mistake much harder to fix. International roaming charges sometimes appear on that final statement too. That happens if your phone connected to a port cell network. Airplane mode prevents most of these surprise roaming charges entirely. Check your phone settings the same night you check your bill. Onboard spending adds up fastest when nothing feels like real money. Understand the daily gratuity charge. Track your account regularly. Review your final bill before you leave. Those 3 habits matter more than any other spending tip. None of these 7 mistakes require cutting your budget. They don't require skipping the fun parts of a cruise either. They just require paying attention to a few specific moments. Most passengers scroll right past those moments without noticing. A little awareness protects both your wallet and your trip. Drop your own onboard spending story in the comments below. Share this with anyone budgeting for their first cruise. Onboard spending doesn't have to feel unpredictable once you know the pattern. A little planning turns a stressful final bill into a non-issue. Most of these fixes take less than 5 minutes each. 5 minutes now saves an uncomfortable surprise on your last morning. That trade is worth making on every single cruise you take.